And now I will share with you our project inside the Supreme Court in Brazil. First of all, I would like to present me. I'm Vini. I'm a solution architect and work as solution architect in the last 15 years, and responsible for the ITIL certification inside the Central IT group. So the Central IT is a company, a big company in Brazil that work as integrator and is owner of the CitySmart platform. The CitySmart platform, it's an ecosystem that can promote the digital transformation inside the customer, and the platform has inside the same license the ITSM and ASM functionality. Low code, you can design and develop from scratch new systems and integrate new functionalities inside the low code. The agility, our Kanban that can integrate with the external platforms and third-party platforms certified by SAFe. So we can handle our project from scratch until the delivery. Artificial intelligence for all functionalities, including ITSM and ASM, hyper-automation, observability, and APM, where the CitySmart platform can use the observability to solve problems inside your infrastructure and network and provide the counterattacks. Omnichannel platform, it's basic, and the financial solution, legal solutions, and HR solutions that was developed using the low-code system. The low-code system, it's the main piece inside the platform. So now I'm talking about our customer. We got extreme, I'm sorry. We got extreme challenge from our customer. Brazil is known for its 100 courts in Brazil and in various areas which operate heavily in public sector. The Supreme Court, our challenge was implemented the ITIL4, low code, AI, promote the digital transformation and reduce the gaps in the human errors. So the main challenge faced with organization operational challenges in Brazilian justice, how we implemented the ITIL4 and digital transformation for this customer. The main piece, the main challenge were assessment of those contract and legal documents that required a lot of time for interpretation and associated with 100 laws and case laws that we have in our country. So it's a big problem because we depend the human to interpret and understand the contract and the legal documents. And because that we have the assessment risk associated for each contract type. So our process, it's really heavy and problematic inside the customer. So that was our challenge. And we implemented our functionality called the legal lens. The legal lens, it's a system developed inside the low code that use generative AI and open AI. I will present a demo. So first of all, let me show the customer just need to choose, pick the specific contract or legal document. After the generative AI, you read and promote the OCR and understand all pieces inside the contract and create the short analysis and the long analysis about the contract based in our laws in Brazil. And you appoint the recommendations to improve our risks and the recommendations. For each piece that we have in there, we have the risks, recommendations, and the law that are linked inside of the platform. And the laws, the platform and the generative AI and search and link with the our federal law inside of Brazil. The platform will present all risks that we have in there, all laws that was mentioned inside the document, and the link when we can check the law is correct or not, and our recommendation. So after the implement this functionality there using artificial intelligence and creating ITIL4 process that always start with a new request. Any customer can create a request for a contract or legal document analysis. After the legal department, you use a legal lens to understand the basic document and our risks and the recommendations. If was approved, if approved, okay, it's the document, it's okay. The platform, after approval, you response to customer, that's okay. You can use this contract and or this legal document. If not, you will start the OCR or organizational change methodology. So the contract will be promoted for a change, and the change you change the information inside the contract and LLM and virtual machine. You get the new features and the new information there, and you re-feed the system and artificial intelligence for the new contracts. So what's the result that we achieved inside our customer using LegalLens? The exponential reduction to time taken and evaluate legal documents and contract, because we have a dozen contracts and in the past maybe 2-3 weeks for analyze a legal document based in our 100 laws that we have in case laws that we have in our court, and now we can do that really quickly. Standardized evaluation, reduce errors and lack of information, because we can use the different interpretation, and now we can reduce errors, use generative AI and OpenAI. We could generate value for our internal and external customer, reducing time for each process. Our process starts with a request. After analysis, if approved, you return it to customer, or you start a change. So we can, and the ITIL4, it's the main drive for the digital transformation in our customer. Now I will present the main piece that was used. Inside the platform, we have our low code. Inside the low code, we can just choose the specific field and use. I will share my another screen. 1 second. Okay. Can you see my screen? I'm sorry.
Yep, we can see the browser.
Okay, so now I present the demo. So we have in there the contract that was sent, our analysis and the risks and all information that we have in there, and it was created by our low-code platform that we can choose a specific item and drag and drop inside the platform. And after publish, the system you'll be ready to use, and including our integration was made by our platform. We have interoperability inside the platform, and our workflow that we have in there, it's a BPM that's a web service also. So we can generate the components and create a new components integrated with ERP, REST, SOAP, and our other platforms, including AI palette to drive and manipulate different workflows and drive, including inside our platform. Now we have the interview. So the customer can the customer can use our platform for HR system, and the artificial intelligence you promote the interview using TTS and STT directly with customer and create a score about the general skill, autonology, and is hard skill, soft skill, troubleshooting, and if, cognition. So the AI can analyze the feeling about the candidate answer and all information there. So using the low code, we can reduce in 85% the lack of the information and errors and reduce your time. So all integrated with the ITSM and ESM that we have in there. It's the same platform, not a module. It's a functionality that we have. So that's it. I would like say thank you very much. If you have some, we have some question, Ashley.
Thank you, Vinny. That is very informative. There's a couple of questions that have come out. I think working with the legal, the contracts, and on one of your screens, some personal information. This leads to a question we've asked a couple of times, or that's been asked a couple of times today, around the security of the data around the AI. How is that achieved, and how do you keep this information not just separate from other customers, but from general access?
Perfect. So for each customer, we have a specific tenant that we use generative AI. So the information are consumed, and the Gen AI, you create a specific vector for each customer. Because if you use OpenAI without a specific tenant, or generative AI without a specific tenant, the information will be shared inside of our platform. It's a multi-tenant platform, but each customer use a specific cluster, and in there we have the tenants for and GPU for each customer with a specific vector. So inside of the SitSmart platform, the information it's totally separated, so the customer can't read another customer information.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I was wondering if you could help, just a general question. So in a number of the presentations, we have people describe low code or no code technology.
Yeah.
And obviously people see this as an advantage, because then, you know, either their development team already have a strong backlog, or it's an additional cost of resources for development. So they see that as an advantage, but what would you see would be the, in general, current limitations in terms of development by having an option for low code or no code technology?
Oh, so I worked in the past with a no-code platform. So when we use no code, it's easily to develop, but we need to create a lot of logical pieces for reach the specific result. When you use low code, we can create, for example, interface with SQL and a specific interface and front end directly using low code. And if you need to get some specific point with, you don't need to use logical pieces for reach the same result. You can use a simple line and achieve the same result. So using low code, it's Gartner, we can reduce almost 600% if compared with traditional development.
Okay, thank you. Obviously, with the Brazilian Supreme Court, this is a federal or a government institution, and yes, we would be focused about reduction of cost or accelerated service delivery. What were the other benefits that came out of this engagement?
When we are thinking about, for example, in Brazil, that we have it's really big, and we have a dozen process in our court or another departments or another verticals. So the digital transformation and the standardize the using ITIL4 and the digital transformation integrated with AI, we can reduce and create you call a magic. You can reduce your costs and increase your value, not about only money, but generate value for your end customer using the same structure. So it can reduce the echoes, reduce the errors, standardize the process, and achieve big result inside your customer. It's amazing because digital transformation isn't about digitalization or digitalize documents. It's about you reduce the costs and generate value with the same structure. So using low code and AI, you can promote the digital transformation and create a lot of pieces that can be used in another verticals. You just need to understand the business. If you understand the business, you can deliver the best engagement for your customer and achieve the return on investment that the customer are looking for.
Thank you, Vinny. Obviously, this is a highly regulated environment. How does working in this kind of environment change or shape the processes that you automate?
So it's a big challenge because the change in the environment inside the customer depend if the customer rules. Okay, so and less too specific customer that we implemented the digital transformation was the challenge was convince the technical team. But in terms of the deliver the experience, I think the work it's you'll be if you use AI in the low code, you'll be really quickly and easy.
Thank you. So I'll ask you just one more question. So, with regards to interoperability, you mentioned this in your presentation. What does this mean for the product and the market, and what are the key benefits to interoperability?
Yeah, interoperability, it means integrated with any database, any API, including DB2, consuming any documents. Inside our platform, the interoperability that we use inside the low code, because you can create a web services integration without development, without code. You can get our information from different databases, web services, and sites, and create a correlation side of the platform and create accuracy inside the information and deliver inside the screen or web services or another platform. Some customers use our interoperability platform as gateway that we can I get information from 2, 3 sources and manipulate the data and delivering another external third-party system. So it's the capability, it's the interoperability, it's Bubblefish can integrate and you with any sources and align our information for speak the same language.
Just a question's come in. It's a really interesting question. So, what does your AI support function do when it's dealing with legal language? And sometimes, as we all know, legal language is not
Yeah,
normal language, and it contradicts contradicts the normal language. So, how does it cope with that uncertainty and that little bit of ambiguous terms when trying to find the right response?
yeah, the ambiguous it's a real problem inside the artificial intelligence. Thank you for your question. So we create using AI generative, you can training before the AI generative for create the vectors inside the terms and the process, because process for legal and the process for ITIL and the process. So we can need it to be a disambiguation. So we just needed to training the generative AI for specific terms and use some sample that we have ready to use, and we can reduce the hallucination.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Vinny. It's
Thank
been
you
a
very much.
very interesting presentation. Thank you for those responses.
Thank you. Bye bye.